boys and girls, I am going to show you how to start coding your robot. So the first thing you want to do is you want to give it a starting location. So I moved him to where I put like my landing pad, and now I just dragged out a go to block. So now I'm just going to code the robot to forever go to my mouse. So that way I can control where the robot goes in order to get the gems. So I'm just going to put this inside of a forever loop. So that way now the robot will forever go to my thing. So that's the first part. Now that I've got that, I'm going to just kind of break that for just a minute while I'm working on the next part. The next part is what am I going to do with the gems? Now, the gems, I don't want to have to work. He's going to collect several. I don't want to code 20 gems. So what we're going to do, instead of coding 20 gems, we're going to code 1. But we are going to make what is called a clone. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say when the flag is clicked, I'm going to tell it to go to a random position. So now when I click it, it goes somewhere random. So now when I'm going to do this, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to tell it, now there's under controls, it's kind of like a new event, but I'm going to tell it to create a clone of myself. So look, if I create a clone and I drag it, now there's 2. If I create a clone, you see that there are 3. And I could keep doing this over and over and over again. And once you hit the stop sign, they go away. How many clones do I want to create? Now, I'm going to say I want to create 20 because I want it to collect 20, and you can make it more or less. I want to create 20 clones. Okay, but then where are they? Well, you see, they're all just in this same position right there. So now you have to ask a question, what's going to happen? So now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say when I start as a clone. So when I start as a clone, I am going to go to a random position. So it's not just the original going to a random position, but it is now the clones going to a random position. So now I do that, and now you see I have 20 gems around here. Now, as I'm going to that random position, this particular sprite has 2 costumes. So instead of just having all the same one, I'm going to tell it to switch to the next costume. So now when I click it, it looks like there's diamonds and emeralds there. So this is how you're going to start doing getting the different clones. But now we're going to have to start adding an if-then statement. Well, okay, so now what happens if the robot touches the gem? So right now, nothing is happening. So what I want it to also do, so they're not all facing the same direction, I'm also going to come over here and I'm going to say point in the direction of 90, but that's just the normal direction. Then I'm just going to give it a choice. Pick between 1 and 360. So it could be turned upside down, it could be turned sideways. So this will just kind of make it so that now when I click them, they're on all different directions. So it just kind of makes it look a little bit better. So, and then I'm going to show you what to do when they touch and how he's actually going to gather them in the next video.